Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll show you a post-apocalyptic horror film, The Divide. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. A sudden nuclear explosion ravages half of New York City. In a crumbling apartment block, the residents are in panic and run for their life. Only 8 survivors remain and take shelter in the basement. As the survivors gradually calm down, the superintendent of the apartment building, Big Beard, immediately seals the door, then asserts his ownership of this basement. He allows them to stay in his place only under his control, but no one is allowed to open the door. Once the radiation dust floats in, everyone will definitely die. Working as a firefighter before, the Big Beard knows well how to prepare for an emergency. He has stored some supplies in the basement before the disaster. He hopes these supplies can support them long enough until they are rescued. Time passes very slowly in this dark and narrow basement. The bully guy and the grumpy man decide to go check outside. The Big Beard picks up an axe right away to scare them back. They keep quiet again, but the silence doesn't last long. The bully guy starts to complain the canned food is unpalatable. The lawyer starts to swear and complain as well. In anger, Big Beard slaps the lawyer in the face to shut his shit up. Right at that moment, however, they hear a strange noise outside. A laser cut opens the closed door. A mysterious group of people in protective suits rush in. Everyone thinks they are the rescue team, but unexpectedly, those people try to take the little girl away forcibly. Then the two sides fall into a fierce fight. Thanks to the familiarity with the basement, the Big Beard side managed to kill 2 of the mysterious group. However, the rest of them seize the little girl and leave quickly. The bully guy's brother is badly injured in the gunfire. The Big Beard locks the basement door again. Grumpy finds some medicine, and Eva provides medical treatment on the injured quickly. Lynn wants to find her daughter back, so she tries to open the door. Everyone comes up to stop her, then they confine her in the storage room. After that, they wrap up the 2 dead bodies, and take their protective suits and weapons. With 2 guns in hand, they decide to go check the situation outside, and search for the little girl as well. The Big Beard suggests the bully guy do the task, because he is skilled at fighting, so he can protect himself better. Also, his injured brother is here as well, so he will definitely not sneak away. Lynn finally calms down, walks to the bully guy, and begs him to save her daughter. Then, they open the door of the basement, but are surprised to find an isolated passage built outside. They can't see the outside world at all. The bully guy holds the gun, and carefully walks through the passage. He finds a laboratory connecting to the tunnel, and some people there fiddling with experimental equipment. As they don't notice the bully guy in a protective suit, he continues to walk forward and explore the lab. In the next room, he discovers several children are kept in enclosed units. They are made to breathe through tubes connected to their mouths, with their hair shaved off and their eyes bandaged. Lynn's daughter is also found among them, taken for the unknown experiment. When the bully guy wants to save the little girl, he is exposed. Then he hurries to flee back to the basement. On the way, he kills 2 men, but loses his gun in a panic. Shortly after his escape back to the basement, the mysterious group weld the basement door from the outside. People are trapped and can't go out anymore. In despair, the bully guy tells everyone there is no rescue team outside at all, and the little girl is taken as an experimental rat. People's despair slowly shrouds them. Days later, the 2 bodies left in the basement begin rotting and stinking. The stench makes everyone unable to breathe, so they discuss how to dispose of the 2 bodies. The Big Beard shares a thrilling story that a group of people were trapped in the mountain after an airplane crash. To survive, they had to eat up the bodies of the dead passengers. Everyone knows what that story actually means to them, but no one is willing to do that until the last minute. So, they decide to hack up the bodies, throw them into the septic tank. But only Grumpy stands out and volunteers to hack up the bodies. Then Grumpy's busy chopping the bodies with the axe. Moments later, he becomes exhausted and looks different, seemingly indicating that he's traumatized a lot by the blood scenes. The desperate Lynn, still under pain of losing her daughter though, comes to comfort this tough guy's lost soul and his hormones later, turning the narrow basement into a hormone-smelly hell. The stocks of food and drinking water are decreasing as time passes. They're afraid that the remaining supplies are not enough to sustain them till they are rescued. The bully guy suspects the big beard has secretly hoarded some supplies because he is the only one who doesn't get any thinner during this tough time. Then the two start a fierce quarrel, but the muscular man manages to mediate them. The big beard returns to his room in anger, while the muscular man secretly follows him. To his surprise, the big beard opens the curtain on the wall, revealing a room hidden inside. He is taking out a box of cans from there. The muscular man threatens him with his pistol and breaks in. Soon, he is shocked by the supplies hidden inside. The muscular man forces him to share the food with the rest, but gets rejected. Because of that, they start to fight against each other. Moments later, the big beard takes the edge and shoots him to death. Everyone rushes there after hearing the gunshot. Then the big beard explains he tried to defend himself and killed the muscular man by mistake. Eva, however, who is hiding behind and shocked by the fight, tells everyone the truth. So the rest immediately subdue the big beard and tie him up. Later, they find the secret door behind the curtain, but they cannot enter without the passcode. Then, they begin to torture the big beard and force him to tell them the code. Meanwhile, trying to avoid more deaths in the basement, Eva throws the pistol into the septic tank. The bully guy and Grumpy continue the torture, and even cut one of his fingers off. Finally, the big beard can't withstand the sufferings and tells the code. After the door is open, the bully guy and Grumpy guy are excited to see a room full of cans and pure water. The two take over the room and those supplies, and claim they are in charge of allocating supplies to the rest. Then they confine the big beard, and become the new leader. Days later, however, the bully guy begins to cough up blood and lose hair due to radiation. Realizing that he is going to die of radiation, the bully guy cherishes his remaining time, and then joins the Hormone Club, run by Grumpy and Lynn. It's shown that while being confined in that isolated space, people consume their humanity little by little, and gradually replace it with bestiality and hormonity. The bully guy and Grumpy become to act like a lunatic. They physically and sexually abuse Lynn, and even ask Eva to exchange her hormones for food. Luckily, the bully guy's brother helps her out of the situation. These days, Eva always takes good care of him, so they slowly have feelings for each other. He takes some foods from his brother, and then gives some to Eva, who shares it with the big beard, and thus saves his life. As a return, the big beard tells her secret that there is a gun hidden inside the safe room, and that there is even a secret exit hidden under the septic tank. Eva tells her ex-boyfriend, the lawyer, all of that, and hopes he can help her get the gun and escape. However, her ex-boyfriend rejects to help her, and reports that to the two lunatics, hoping to get more food in that way. They ask the lawyer to bark like a dog, and hack up the corpse of the muscular man. Although the lawyer immediately barked like a dog, he hesitates to hack up the corpse. Seeing that, these two lunatics force Eva to do the job for her ex-boyfriend. Otherwise, they will cut his arm off. Eva has to follow the order. The bloody experience plunges her into great pain. As time goes by, the radiation effects begin to show. Grumpy begins to lose hair like the bully guy, so the two decide to shave them bald. They become more and more indulgent in hormones. Until someday, Eva is astonished to find out that Lynn has been tortured to death. She senses the danger, and realizes that she has to find the gun, and get out of here as soon as possible. She once again asks her ex-boyfriend for help. This time, the lawyer doesn't reject. They figure out a plan to steal the gun. Eva lures the bully guy away, pretending to play hormone game with him, and the lawyer tricks Grumpy to open the secret door and let himself in. Meanwhile, the bully guy kicks off the hormone game in a rush. Eva is in fear and struggles desperately. Fortunately, right at that time, the bully guy's brother hears the screams and rushes to save her. At the same time, the coward lawyer finally fights back. He kicks Grumpy to the ground and gets the gun. Later, in a stalemate, the lawyer shoots the bully guy's brother by mistake. The bullet pierces through his neck. Eva rushes to stop the bleeding, but it's too late. He dies soon. While the lawyer is shocked and confused, the two lunatics knock him down and beat him badly. Eva is completely outraged. She tears off the sharp cap from the can and cuts open Grumpy's throat. Then she picks up the gun, races to the storage room, and unties the big beard. Then, the big beard sends a bullet to the coming bully guy. However, the bully guy survives the shot. He struggles to pick up an oil lamp and throws it to the ground, attempting to kill everybody inside. The flames quickly spread to the basement. While the lawyer and Big Beard try hard to put out the fire, Eva rushes into the safe room and locks the door. She puts on a protective suit and packs some cans before escaping from the secret tunnel hidden under the septic tank, while the burning flames swallow the lawyer and the Big Beard. After swimming through a filthy sewer, she follows an exit to the ground, but is shocked to see a lifeless world with ruins and skeletons everywhere. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Bye.